Well, some good progress today. Looks like it's going to rain. That's what the weather says, so weather forecast. So I got to tarp up the trail again, but what I wanted to do today was get the ceiling panels on temporarily, as it's a little bit of a trick, and now that I know it, I wish I took better notes and better measurements so when I was at this spot, I'd feel a little bit more confident about what I've done. But I'm gonna have to do things twice, probably, maybe 3 times. So everything's going in. The benches, they're just in temporarily, just so someplace I can have them. But they're sitting in the right spot. The cabinet is in the right spot. I've got a couple of screws in to hold it down and to hold the wall up, and pretty confident about where that is. It needs to be. I put in the upper cabinet. Again, I just have 2 screws right now holding it in, but I needed that to support the ceiling panels, and also I need to make sure this ceiling panel right here is in the right spot. This is the key to everything, and so it is called the key sheet, and that's because the ceiling skin, when I put that on, has the hole for the vent, and the vent is going to go right here. I haven't cut it out yet, so I figured I'd wait and make sure I've got it in the right spot. But the key with the key sheet is, so it has to sit, these boards are 14 inches apart, and the key sheet needs to fall right in the right spot, at least the long way. Widthways I can adjust, and that's not going to be a problem. So I've been spending a lot of time trying to make sure I get this board and this, because this board defines the 14 inches from the inner dimension here. So I've been spending a lot of time trying to get this in, and the pictures I looked at where it looked about halfway hanging over the upper cabinet, so that's why I put the upper cabinet in, and I need to make sure the upper cabinet was aligned with the lower cabinet. And I did run the welting up. The welting is going to stop here anyhow. There's going to be trim I'm going to put in here. So again, I'm going to need to pull this cabinet off and put the trim in behind that anyhow. So again, I just have 2 screws holding that in. Oh boy. So now I worked in my panels reasonably well. I've got to put GIMP in up top here. I ran out of GIMP, so I need to order some more. And I've got my GIMP in here. I'm not too crazy about what I've done here. This is a bit of a problem. So I've got to figure out what to do. I could drop it down here a little bit lower. And then I've got my rear window frame built out. And if I drop the panel down a little bit lower, then I'll just have to route out some of the panel, which isn't too big of a problem. Well, I've got this gap here too. I messed up on that cut there. And I knew I was going to leave some gap between the panels here. I wasn't doing a great job, obviously, of cutting straight lines, and if I could go back, I'd do that a little differently now. But all in all, things are coming along. I've got this cabinet in. So it's coming together, but I still got a lot of work to do. But right now, what I'm going to do is tarp it up and make sure it is rainproof for the rain. Oh, and I got this panel here. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this piece. What color I'm going to paint it, but that will go. That's the edge of the bed, and will go right in here. So I'm pretty close to putting that in. All right, that's the update.